Front page is basically Monday to Friday, and it gives you an opportunity to comment on some of the stories that we might read out for you today. We read them for 5 minutes. You get a longer period of time to give us a call and comment on them as well. The number you're doing that on is 021261714140 for live calls, and you can also send us text messages on 0769122851. Go on our Facebook page as well. It's Sunup FM Zambia. Like the page, and you'll be able to comment on that as well. Well, President Hakainde Hichilema says his predecessor, Edgar Lungu, is the only president who left public office and has died without his immunity being lifted. He adds that he was never enticed to process the removal of Lungu's. It's not meant to invoke acrimony or divisions in the country, but to address the fundamental flaws negatively impacting the governance of the country. On the other hand, Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia Executive Director Bishop Andrew Mwenda says that the church still believes a miracle will happen and that Lungu will be buried in Zambia.
Well, speaking of Lungu, Zambia's Attorney General, Mr. Mulilo Kavesha SC, has filed a public interest lawsuit in Gauteng Division of the High Court of South Africa, Pretoria.
Gauteng.
Okay. The suit is directed against members of the late president's family and 2 other individuals seeking an interim court order to prevent the burial of the late 6th Republican President Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. The Attorney General requests that no burial take place until disputes regarding Dr. Lungu's final resting place are resolved, specifically whether he should be interred in Zambia with full military honors, customs and traditions as mandated by Zambian law and keeping with public interest. In his application, the Attorney General contends that a state funeral for a former Zambian head of state is a formal public event governed by strict military protocol of national significance. He further argues that even if it were true, a point he denies, that the late president wished not to have a state funeral, such personal wishes must yield to the greater public interest.
Some of you didn't vote well in 2021. That's why you haven't benefited from the empowerment funds that are provided by CEC. Small and Medium Enterprise Minister Elias Mubanga told Lumenzi residents. Mubanga says it will be difficult for Lumenzi residents to access empowerment funds from government if they election. Speaking when he addressed the residents of Lumenzi constituency in Kamimba ward ahead of the by-elections scheduled for the 26th of June 2025. Just tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. And Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Chipoka Mulenga, yesterday held a consultative meeting with chain store representatives, think tanks and manufacturers to address the rising prices of commodities despite the appreciation of the kwacha. In the past few months, the kwacha has appreciated 27 kwacha and 27 kwacha 54 ngwe buying and selling this year. Mr. Chipoka wondered why the prices of commodities have continued to rise when the kwacha has been appreciating in the past 3 months, coupled with fuel prices which have come to about 31 kwacha per litre for petrol. He said this during a meeting with Zambia Association of Manufacturers ZAM, Shoprite Zambia Institute for Policy and Zambia Institute for Policy Analysis and Research, ZIPA, and Zambia Chamber of Commerce, Trade and Industry. So I guess we could look at that in detail.
What does it mean, months? Hasn't it just been happening like the last 3 weeks?
Apparently it's been a few months. 3 months, I suppose? Unquote?
No, it hasn't. Well, the minister, unless I've been reading the wrong exchange rates daily. Well, the Ministry of Health is inviting applications from suitable, qualified and experienced candidates to fill the vacant position of the Director General of the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA. It's a tough job. The position was previously held by Victor Nyasulu, Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary for Technical Services. Kennedy Rishimpi says that the job purpose is to oversee the procurement, storage and distribution of quality and cost-effective medicines and medical supplies to all public health facilities in the country.
And all products are accurately measured. ZMA, so Zambia Metrology Agency, says the institution has not recorded any compliance challenges from manufacturers and retailers regarding measurements of goods and products. ZMA are mandated to maintain and oversee national measurement standards. Speaking is ZMA Executive Director Humphrey Nkobeni, who said that basically the agency has not really recorded any compliance challenges with manufacturers and retailers.
And President Hakainde Hichilema says that his government has not hidden plans to manipulate the constitution for personal gain, whether it's extending the stay at State House or scrapping off the 50+1 electoral system. Speaking during a meeting with the three church mother bodies at State House yesterday, President Hakainde Hichilema addressed head-on the wildlife of rumors surrounding the Constitution Amendment process, which some oppositions have claimed was a backdoor scheme to tighten the grip on power. The head of state clarified that the government's intention is not mischief, but rather a genuine effort to clean up problem areas in the current constitution, especially those that have previously ignited political tension, bloodshed, and national division during elections. The president reminded the nation of the violence and tears that have stained past election processes, saying that constitutional reform is part of building a fairer and more inclusive Zambia, especially for women and people living with disabilities.
Let's get our calls coming in.
I think we should. It's 0212-617140. It's 0642. Front page continues right after this.
The Tabloid Front Page. Welcome to Front Page for all your local news stories on the Sunup Breakfast. Front Page. Exclusive to Sun FM.
Let's pick up our first call. Good morning. Hello?
Hello, Maxim.
Yes, your name, where you calling from?
Mr. Bag.
Mr. Bag, go ahead.
Nalasenda poine ya bamuliro kamisha. Ibatwala Mirand kwa airport. Kwa bati balungu tawafule bashikirwa mu cyaro cya South Africa. Bamuliro kamisha nalaba Afrika kweki nga badirisha festi baisho kulorera bamuroko firia. Because ifintu abafyashi ba esitangu bamukanfura nafiro kinka sana. Because ngamwatanga ati former president bali ko definitive in Zambia wa Steve bali ko tama account tama company wa TV mo amashanya nomba yalo mo ama account ushari ku South Africa yari mu Zambia answer nomba au bakalalo mko basi tuwafundisheni kwa fit tuwafundisheni kwa finana the government of Zambia mwamweka because the opposition na barufu sana bamukanfirwa bino bali gatwashikira kuno kwine fyose fyaende mutende fyanda vyo wino fyose vile foka baba piro kulina government ya Zambia nomba government ya Zambia na baisura ngabalira kafesi bamundoka bisha balera fesi bamundoka firia bakikira kula kwine not information tembo bali to chafta.
Thank you very much. 0212-617140. Front page continues. It's 0644. We're still getting your calls. Let's pick up another one.
Ni Lena Beach Nyama, Aretimina Chingola.
Go ahead, Wachingola.
Mkwai. Na inara senda poine ya Commerce Minister. Kwena fibalandire kwena. Kwacha na iwela. Iwela nomba wala sasa ngati sugar. Hii ni sugar 2 kg. Mrepanga muno mwine Mzambia. Nomba wala sasa ngati mpengo na uya sana. Na bread hii ni muno mwine fie Mzambia. Wala sasa ngati fintuna finyino mtengo nomba kwacha. Ile nishi kuwela kwa msango sha dola iwelele na iwela bati sintu file nyina kufyo mtengo so bafile baloloke shapo weno batotera mombe weno.
Thanks for giving us a call. Text message line is 0769222851. Dekazi, do some work.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're live. Front page, who's calling?
Morning, Sophia. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Your name, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from within Indola.
Your name, please, and carry on.
Yeah. The first thing which I would like to contribute is a thing which has locked the nation. You know, our father, the former head of state, Mr. Rungu, may he so rest in peace, the president. He is a Zambian citizen, and there's no way he can be buried in South Africa. At least if there's any differences, the soul has to be left in Zambia. So let the family at least think on that angles, so that all of us, we can mourn our great leader in peace. It's so embarrassing to see people are dragging on the funeral. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. 0212-617-140 and 0769122851 for your calls and text messages. We can get another call. Hello, good morning.
Brother, you are talking to Voice of Wapura,
Quite
idalu
lovely
batisho
indeed.
sikatitense
Yes, please carry on.
ilira shidaba muliro kavesha mukumwana kwandito batwalire kukoti kwe bati tumone obarase kawe and febe na Zambia limoturesa mukupiribukanga pamusengere iro chira chintu charachika iro chikese piribukati uteko bwalipota wasakamenyo alikateka ngefumfira ati vakateka aba balira pokufwa then chinaba kwa immunity so parani clarification irefu ikanga balanda tichirife bwino emiranda yake seisa kunuma ishirife bwino then nga balanda tikushika ku Zambia I think fwe na Zambia ifo bamwecho tuingati mabauti na ifo fwe washikwete shuko yako ya kusasasa na twapitira kulusaka twayamuna kwa tepalala baiti galungu bambuya wesu muri roru bali then balanda paya kwe bati dola yali gwera then uzunti chachine bane fwe bashitisha tontonka nyepo mwabwesha ko mtengo pani na ifo twabwesha kwa abantu then no tumashuga bali chefya sana mukose kwa mano na mavunga ene tayakumana ma 50 kg na totera mukwa bansumbiro muna chama kabe happy ari satisfied pamo. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us a call. 0212617140. It's strange. Let's see if we can get another call on 0212617140. Good morning.
Good morning, Bazo.
Hey, Mushan Mkwai, twende na bana.
Bueno. Simple within the context of
Twabuka mwashubukeni mkwai.
Bueno. Kanda kofe pali mchidido ya ku South Africa kwa wati wa former president wa washikile ku South Africa. Kwena Mozambique vile as for me I can call it calamity because it is my first time ukika what wa president shishigorupa rando kwa president ngapita kuirokia ikara kunga state of out. So as for me na nisari so nefinesi yako watu warungu bari bashikira ku South Africa peti ndaboza no mulanda kwa watu tingire tare byambo kutapuisha twari kwatasita bati bamukekera kuma twari kwatokwa kushikira wa president bati bamukubashikira ku South Africa. So let's just maintain this and have hope. Umuntu onse ari kwata decision wa president bari kwata decision ya kutekera ya kutekera.
Thank you 0212617140. Keep saying the same thing. 0212617140. Let's see if we can get some text messages in the Kazi.
Of course.
All right.
Our first message says, "Good morning, SNFM and the duo. In my opinion, I doubt what the president said that he died with immunity. Isia was followed everywhere. Good church, jogging, Secondly, Vamdilo Kavesha, respect Isiel's family wishes. Awama Mchidumbilelo, Amulenga Walia Francis from Mushidi Kansengo."
What does it mean that he doubt he had immunity? What does that mean?
I don't know.
If the president's immunity was removed, believe me, you would know.
Yeah. Good morning, SNFM. You know what? Here in Zambia, we still need Jesus to come again because what is happening?
Amen.
Bachangode from Twapia. Thank you for your message. And this message reads, "We are witnessing the battle between the living and the dead. Who wins? I wish the government had the same zeal when he traveled to South Africa as a private citizen. No one rushed to South Africa and put an injunction. So we have learned a good lesson. Next year, when we make one a former president, let us take care of him very well." In Chililabombwe, we voted for UPND, but we have not seen those benefits. Vamulenga, we have not seen those benefits Vamulenga is talking about. Lumezi residents, just vote for the candidate of your choice. We have an MP who is also a minister, but no direct benefits. Constitution amendments should not be done. Channel money to FRA to buy more maize and give money to the education sector to produce materials for the new curriculum. Moses. And this message says, "Hi, SNFM. The death and burial of our beloved father of the nation, Mr. Isiel, shall not be forgotten. It has been written in the government archives with an indelible ink. May his soul rest in peace." Linus Chungu from Pongwe. Grand Rising, Dekazi and Steve. Our chain stores have taken us for a ride. Their pricing is terrible. They claim to have cut the middleman in a quest to have low prices, like ShopRite advertises. We give thanks and praises. Man of a few words from Chilisburg. And our last for now says, oh my word.
It's a book?
Yeah, we'll just read it later on if time is going to allow.
All right, we'll read it, yeah. But it is 0651 coming up. We have the Sun FM recap. Stay tuned for that. It's the Sunup Breakfast Show. My name is So Sick.
I'm Kazi.
This is your award-winning hit radio. Sun FM.